Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Aether and Iron. In the previous episode, we learned a few things about our current target and gained a new party member in the form of Sophie, whom I still haven't decided what to give her other points to. I mean, I can't decide on between Phantom or Strategist. I mean, she definitely seems like a light weapons character. And if I do things right, this could work, but it is also very risky to rely on. I don't know. We're just going to continue on with this. Let's start with the mysterious crates.
These crates are black market fare. They've had all their shipping and customs markers removed. They're also reinforced with metal brackets and dovetail joints to protect something valuable.
Let's do it. Ouch.
Too many people around to get in without being noticed. Oh well.
Wow, okay. Well, whatever.
The food stall is a casket. Fish lie out haphazardly, organized by stages of rot. And the shopkeep sits with his book like a mortician in wait of mourners.
Welcome. Tell me, do you know what the catch of the day is?
Let's study him, see what we can learn.
I scan his setup. Too obvious not to be a front. The walls made of trick paneling, the counter feels hollow when I lean on it, and nothing here is worth his pricey foreign timepiece. Downtown Exchange allows anything with a price tag, so why does he need to hide his stock?
Take a guess?
How about something off menu?
Oh? I'll see what's in the back.
Hey.
Unfortunately, Herr Fisher, we're not here to shop. Mom has a favor. You see, she loved that little piece he recommended. Do you have any more?
That time already, Miss Seltzer?
I'm afraid so.
Fisher thumbs his book, as though the answers to her questions are hiding in its pages.
There's been a new graffiti artist. Some of the shops started complaining. You best start there.
Sophie simply waves and heads out, pleasant, efficient, and satisfied with a transaction known to only them. I turn the pieces through my head as we round the corner. Is this about that errand Marm has you running?
Would it matter if it was?
That's what I want to know. What's that time again?
If you must know, it's community management. Marm's schools may attract the brightest future rogues in the barony, but she worries about the street children, the ones we don't control.
So what? We're going to lean on a bunch of street kids because Marm's paranoid?
Of course not. They're too short. We'll check in, make sure they're following the rules, and, if needed, educate. No back-wrenching required. Now then, let's go find our graffiti artist.
Alright. Where could they be hiding?
Hi, how can I... Miss Sulzer! Hello. I have this month's payment here. Already counted it twice. Receipts included.
Mr. Herschel, hello. And thank you so much, darling. I can always count on you to be organized.
Gosh. Thank you, Miss Sulzer.
Are you occupied?
No. Anything for the doze.
Excellent. Mr. Herschel, this is Giovanna, one of my new bookkeepers. I like to get her familiar with our regular revenue streams. Could we borrow your record book?
You're not going to mark it up or anything, are you?
Just a quick check and I'll get out of your hair. He hands me a leather-bound book. Organized is right. The numbers go back years, detailing a business that's gone from in the black to borderline red in the last year.
Interesting.
A lot more money's going out than in. Business all right, Mr. Herschel?
Business has been consistent. We're a generational store, so I inherited most of our customers, but it's wartime and Marm's birthday, so costs are understandably increased. Tax increases are expected this time of year, and they say it'll go back down after the celebrations. Right, Miss Sulzer?
We'll know soon. For now, don't worry your head over it. At least until after Marm's birthday.
What's this about a birthday tax?
I thought Marm's big day was supposed to be a barony-wide celebration.
Everyone has to contribute a little, or a lot.
The price of being a tourism barony, I'm afraid. But I do hope you're getting something in return, Mr. Herschel.
Right, we get peak visitors for a month, and so that helps float the books for the rest of the year. It's been an expensive year, but it'll balance out, right, Miss Sulzer?
Eventually, darling.
Why are you so nervous?
Something wrong? You seem on edge.
What? Am I? I mean, why would I be nervous? I'm always happy to help the does.
That's a relief. Because I would hate if my bookkeeper or I were to have made you uncomfortable in any way.
No, Miss Sulzer, you and your associate are fine. You've been pleasant, reasonable people.
Thank you, and you're very sweet. Oh, I need something for the paperwork. Who collected last month's dues? Was it Mary? Eliza?
Pearl? She's a disciplined woman, always has a firm grasp on the numbers.
Of course. Giovanna, remember that name, please. I'm sure you'll see more of her work eventually.
Pearl, huh?
Everything's in order.
Oh, good. Happy to be of service.
Despite the reprieve, he keeps throwing quick glances Sophie's way. His mouth is a wavering line, from open to closed, fighting between speaking his mind and risking his head.
Alright. Tell us what's going on. Succeeded 50 talent checks.
He's scared, but it wasn't Soph he was watching like a hawk. There's something else on this shivering pup's mind. Maybe he was hiding something? Something that wasn't on the books.
Where are you going? Please?
Something on your mind? You don't need to worry. I've already said you're clean. I trace my hand over piles of baubles and goods, my eyes tracing the pipes on the ceiling. But what's this?
Giovanna, the books are good.
Sophie's tone said more than her words. Was she hiding something too? Maybe I play with her for a change.
Let's keep searching.
The false pipe opens easy, revealing several rolled wads of cash. On closer inspection, they are currencies from other baronies. Bradford bills, dented dollars, and old goldens? Now, these weren't on the books. Mr. Herschel, are we going to have to talk about? Sophie walks over and looks at the cash before forcefully returning the pipe to its position as guard over the stash.
Didn't I tell you she was good, Herschel? Unfortunately, the poor thing was dropped on her head as a child. That's led to some gaps in her skill. Come on, Giovanna. Time to go.
I consider for a moment, stubbornly staying put, locking my heels and acting more the petulant child than an accountant. Sophie sees my internal conflict and leans in.
You can't take everything, Gia.
Our conversation ends with a clatter. A display of cans scatters over the floor like a string of ripped beads. The culprit attempts to put them back, big wet eyes begging for help.
Excuse me? Ma'am? Can you help me, please?
There's a familiar face.
Gosh darn it! Jenna, you're supposed to be banned.
Herschel shoos the girl out, alternating between fixing the display and apologizing to the customer.
Let's take a detour, shall we? I'd like to follow up with that one.
Okay, again, that's not me that keeps skipping over that stuff. Exactly what the girl wanted, she slips out, wallet in hand. Alright.
And do what? Cuff her for pickpocketing?
Do I look like I carry a pair? But if it'll put your mind at ease, I don't plan on spiriting anyone away against their will. I just want to talk.
Fine.
I catch sight of a mess of blonde hair. She bounds towards a narrow lane, steps as soft and quick as an alley cat. But Sophie's already one step ahead. The girl skitters back, all but hissing.
Let me go! I'll scream! I mean it!
Easy, kid. We just want to talk.
Nuh-uh! I didn't do anything. You're just picking on me because of stupid Mr. Herschel.
You look pretty chipper for a kid in tears.
I cleaned up my face. Really, really fast.
Alright, Sophie, take over.
I wouldn't trust a doe on a good day, but the underground vouched for her. I decide to see how different she is from her sisters.
Well, of course you didn't. If you had, there'd be evidence. Such as in your hair, or your pocket, or... Oh, what's that in your shoe?
How did you... Is it because you're a doe? Can all does do that?
With enough practice. Now, about that wallet.
Take it. There wasn't much in it anyway.
The girl defiantly holds out the wallet with shaky fingers. Sophie leans down, all her attention on the girl.
What's your name, miss?
Jenna. Jenna Campbell.
Well, Jenna, why don't you hold on to it? You earned it after all, like a true Dreamlander.
Aha! Thank you, Miss Salter.
So, that's it? You chase her down, exchange a few words, and send her off with a pat on her head?
Yes. We investigated a problem, and I determined it wasn't worth further action. Besides, that barely had enough to last a day.
Right. Alright, let's take care of this graffiti artist.
The girl's a wisp, floating from window to window, as though she'd blow away at the slightest breeze. Finally, she finds rest at an unattended crate she unceremoniously marks with an X. An easy target.
Hello, darling.
Despite a welcome as inviting as a river in summer, the girl plunges into terror. Her hollow eyes well with the knowledge she's been caught red-handed. Hey, easy, kid. No one's in trouble. You were just drawing a picture.
Yes?
This looks like an interesting work in progress. Were you going to sign it, Miss?
Winnie?
A pleasure to meet you, Miss Winnie. What were you drawing before we interrupted?
It's for my friends.
Why don't we ask her about her friends?
By yourself? They putting you up to something?
No, not they're good friends. They helped me. I can't do anything for them except draw.
She's either got angels looking out for her, or the devil's looking for an easy mark. I lean down to her level. Okay, I believe you. But remember something. Friends don't let friends get pinched. She holds my gaze, still and silent. However, she nods without a tremor.
Let's give her some advice.
A word of advice, kid. One marks a coincidence. The same one over and over will get you caught. You want to keep drawing? Change it up. Use different shapes or colors or make a code. With only a nod, the wisp drifts off to other haunting grounds.
That was sweet. See a little of yourself in her?
Something like that. You learn to scrape by in the burrows, too. The days were harsh enough with trash raining down on us, but at least we had family to rely on. I only hope Winnie's friends are worth the trust.
Well, that takes care of the neighborhood. Enjoying the sights?
It's something, I'll give you that much.
Good, because our next stop is less scenic. It's a walk, but I'm sure you'll manage.
Another shop?
The errand. Also, it's off the beaten path, so try to keep your wallet stowed away.
Lovely. Alright, let's do this.
She leads me through a gaping, darkened opening going down. Each step turns golden light into sickly yellow. Narrowing corridors close around us, and steel plating becomes brittle under our feet. My foot goes through a step. I scream. Visions of falling tens of feet below play through my head until Sophie catches me.
Careful, darling. The island's still settling.
Yeah, I figured. This place is falling apart.
It is, isn't it? Anyway, watch your step. There might be more. Oh, and if you hear anything from above, move.
Noted.
Finally, we hit rock bottom. We're surrounded by warped walls and lost dreams. The neighborhood's a crushed ceramic, swept out of sight and tiptoed around by the few who remain. Madonna, what happened here? I haven't been in Dreamland in a while, but I don't remember there being this many street kids, or this much decay.
Well, Giovanna, when most of the neighborhood moves out, that leaves vacancies. It's reasonably safe if you have nowhere else. Just mind the cracks.
What happened to the neighborhood?
What happened? She looks at me with as much sympathy as you'd give a child learning Santa doesn't exist, before she directs my gaze upward.
Do you see the island to the left? Above the old grocer's. Imagine putting it flush against another island. Good. Now what if you slam them together?
She gives me time to piece it together. It's not a pretty puzzle.
Kinda figured as much. Just wanted confirmation.
You said you were checking in with the street kids. Meeting with anyone in particular?
Not yet. For now, we observe. Don't want to scare the little dears.
Right.
Something carved through the upper floors with the grace of a butcher, leaving everything from the neck down barely in one piece. I look down the hole and feel the world spin. It's an endless shaft of islands jutting in and out, ever downward with barely a hint of sky.
Miss Salter! Miss Salter! Are you recruiting for the school? Please, would you consider my niece? She isn't well, but she's smart and diligent. I can...
I'm sorry, Mr. Brown, but you know I can't. Marm's very particular about who she lets in.
Miss, are you with the Does? Could you put in a word for my niece? Please? She's only 9.
What's this about a school?
What? She not criminal enough for you? Or is it that she has family?
By the look of her, you know as well as I do that there's nothing there. Maybe a confidence woman with those eyes, but she doesn't need the trade schools for that.
Oof.
Marm only takes those who show promise, or who truly need an escape.
Alright. Sorry, pal.
For a second, I'm back with my folks and Zio. They were arguing about me smuggling. Zio Alfonso argued I deserve my shot. I almost echo the words until Sophie shakes her head. Slight, but firm. Sorry, pal. Not my call. His head sinks. and he leaves without another word.
Give it back!
A mess of wild hair and thrashing limbs hit the wall. Despite the older boy having inches on her to dangle the wallet, Jenna's got him treed.
Get off me, you ugly little harpy! You're clawing up my...
She rakes her nails deep into his fleshy forearm and he howls. His claws uncurl, dropping the wallet with a pitiful thud.
Freak! This is why no one wants you!
While he scampers off to lick his wounds, there's no triumph or joy. Angry tears trickle around the corners of Jenna's eyes as she retrieves her battered, flattened prize.
All of that fuss over pennies. I wouldn't be surprised if she's made an enemy for life.
I'm gonna defend her.
Rather she end up a target for life instead? Sophie looks from Jenna to me with a slow, warm smile.
Honestly, she should have hit harder. The only way to make sure a pest stays down is by smashing them.
No, Winnie. You're supposed to trip, shoulder catch, then pull.
It's a classroom of 3. Based on her hand stuck in the other girl's pocket, Winnie's batting low marks.
Just give up already. She's hopeless.
No, she's not. Winnie found the open window. And unlike you, she can do numbers. Winnie, how much more do we need for today's haul?
5, 30, 40 cents. You're always babying her. Who cares if she can count? If she can't steal, she's useless.
They're careless, cruel words spoken with the confidence that no one will argue back. However, Winnie's hands form tiny fists pressed firmly against her coat.
Ah, someone's angry. Tell me, how do you see that shaking out?
Sorry, are you asking me to bet on kids fighting?
It's just a question, darling. Not everything has to be so mercenary.
I'd say she's playing it. No. Tiny fists. She's gonna snap.
Other kids got a knuckle sandwich in her future.
Damn it. I gain morale, I lose it.
Is that so? I see a young girl. Easily overlooked, but always thinking. Not nearly enough people worry about it until they're stepping ankle deep into a molasses-filled shoe.
Sophie's a piece of gold in a muddy river. Every street we walk, every urchin we talk to, leaves ripples of fear and hunger. Some shirk back, but too many tiny starved faces follow our every move. Sophie looks back like she's picking cards at the table. When she stops, they scramble over dirt and limb to be a glint in her eye. Sophie, why aren't you telling me about this errand?
There's another step to community management. You see, checking in, enforcement, and education are all part of it. But we also find potential. Marm tells me we have an opening in the Doze. And I owe her a recruit before the end of the day. From what I've seen, I believe Jenna or Winnie will do.
So that's it then? This whole guided tour was a front for snatching kids?
Don't be such a sanctimonious sap. You chose to tag along. You must have heard the stories. Or did you seriously believe everything we do involves a smile and a gun?
If I'm a sap, what does that make you? You might be with the underground, but you and Marm are cut from the same cloth. The temperature drops faster than a fall through the waters of Old Coney Island.
Gia, do you know what it's like to never feel full? To know you could cut every purse, sell every paper, shine every shoe, and still be poor in every way that matters. You want to feel righteous? Then you can decide. Who deserves a warm bed and a meal?
Winnie.
I take in the faces around me, each echoing a desperate yearning. They really want to be like her, but I know who it has to be. The one with hollow eyes that fill with every flutter of Sophie's cape. There are plenty of sharks on the street. If anyone needs the does in their corner, it's Winnie.
They will. Believe what you will about the doe.
She approaches the girl. Winnie's caught mid-float, torn between flight and grounded confusion, until Sophie leans down with a smile and a casino chip.
Okay. Lucy, well, believe what you will about the does, but she will learn to stand on her own. Well, at least we got a net positive. Hopefully that means we've earned her trust.
Hello, Winnie. Would you like somewhere to stay tonight? There's a steeple in the old brewery district. Show this to the front, and they'll get you settled with a nice hot meal and a bed after they show you around. And if you stay, we can discuss schooling.
Winnie's pale face is a wordless cry of fear. Fear that this isn't real. Fear of what happens if she takes that chip. But her hand still hovers over the token, unsure of what to do.
This isn't an order. It's simply an offer. Although I hope you say yes. The choice is yours.
The silence fills with something new. Winnie's frail fingers grab the chip like a freshly born soul reaching for the light.
Thank you.
Winnie's off, carried by hope and a ticket to a new life. Sophie's feet weigh like concrete heels, dragging her towards the open bar top.
Alright.
Thank you, darling. It smells as wonderful as always. Here, your usual.
She hands the shopkeep a fat envelope, and he takes a walk. The bar's emptied of everyone except for the dough and 2 pieces of cake. She motions me toward an empty seat.
Here, bee sting cake, the best in the lowers. The owner's been making it for years. At least as long as his deliveries arrive.
Well, let's take a bite.
I take a bite. Caramelized almonds and vanilla cream linger on my tongue. A sweet balm to a bitter moment.
It's good, isn't it? I try to stop by every time I patrol downtown Exchange. Takes the edge off.
For a while, the only things that pass between us are the soft clinking of dull cutlery on chipped porcelain and the scent of honey.
I don't enjoy it, you know.
Which part?
Recruitment. It may come as a surprise, but the leader of the does does have some inkling of what awaits our recruits.
She skewers an almond, still angry, but I doubt I'm the one who she wants to snap. Then why do it?
Because the Baron and her does make hard decisions every day. It's part of our charm. Along with the hope that if lost girls like us can make it, anyone can. After all, a doe might face a bullet, become a cutthroat, or perform unwanted tasks. But that's business. A little discomfort for an extra 10, 30, 60 years of life.
I feel a lull in her speech, a silent invite. Is she looking for validation? Or an alternative?
Would you have picked something else?
Let's say you weren't a doe. Where would you go?
I'm not entirely sure. I've been a pickpocket since before I could walk.
Humor me. Right now, if you could be anywhere else, where would it be? She nudges an almond speck through a streak of cream.
You know, I've never seen a real beach. Coney Islands is so artificial. But I'd need something to keep myself busy once the novelty of sunshine and waves wore off.
You could always find new adventures.
My Zio could never sit still either. Always picked up a new hustle whenever he traveled.
A gentleman of culture. Wherever I'd be, it'd certainly be different.
The clinking stops. She stares deep into the empty plate like it's a scrying mirror.
You know, despite everything, I admire Marm. Whatever she is now, she'll always be the lost girl who climbed her way to the top of the lowers. And she brought us with her.
Then why'd you join the underground?
'Cause as brilliant as Marm is, she's always been hungry. We all are. But not all of us have the power to wreck our home while chasing a self-destructive whim.
She jabs an accusatory fork at the floor. A gaping wound whistles back at us, lined by debris and fresh cracks. Injuries that mirror the plaza's caved-in buildings and broken pillars. Marm caused that island tremor.
Indirectly, of course. But when you recklessly expand your territory past its limits, there are costs. And the costs are growing by the day.
How much damage has there been to Dreamland?
Dreamland's the richest barony in the lowers. If anyone can afford a patch job, it's you.
Oh, we try. Think of Dreamland as a stack of spinning plates. Impressive, but prone to shattering. You see, Marm has a dream. She's always wanted to be the woman behind the biggest, wealthiest barony in the city. And it broke her up when she had to shelve it.
Not by choice, from the sounds of it.
No, it was island capacity. At least until someone gave her Aether powerful enough to support every island you could dream of. Marm saw her chance and declared us back in business.
What's this new Aether?
Something rings familiar. A new, more powerful Aether. This new Aether, it happened to be red?
Ah, I see you've heard of it. Apollo warned me White Street has something similar. A new kind of Aether weapon?
Had. It blew up with Eli. She taps a delicate, expectant finger. I changed topics before she could ask me about a melted wreck of blood-stained metal. Something's always bothered me about White Street. How'd they get their hands on a souped-up piece of Aether tech anyway?
I assume they shared Marm's supplier. Whoever they are.
Surprised Marm never told you.
Marm's frustratingly tight-lipped about her VIPs. But rest assured, if I knew who they were, they'd receive a personal tour of the Underline.
Why? You think they set Marm up?
An excellent question. What I do know is this. Marm would have retired a satisfied woman if someone hadn't baited her with the promise of one more island.
I think there's a good idea, but we'll ask anyways. What'd she get out of this?
I've heard a lot of things about Marm, but stupid's never been one of them. What'd she get out of breaking her barony?
The chance to win one last gamble. How grand can she make Dreamland while she's still able?
Swell. So if she's playing for bragging rights, what'd she get if she loses?
Honestly, I doubt she thinks she can. But Marm is Marm. And she's never been one to call the game early.
Alright, big question. What's gonna happen after we, do the job?
Alright, let's say we steal Marm's money and stop her expansion. You still haven't said a word about what happens afterward.
Well, this is the lowers. Shooting the Baron and swapping them out with someone new is quite traditional.
Look, Sophie, I get it. You don't know me, but you either trust me enough to give me a straight answer, or you don't. My words put a wrinkle in her practiced spiel. For a moment, she looks just as unsure as I am.
And I'll give you this. No. If we succeed, I won't become Baron. My sisters would never stand for it, let alone the Underground or you. However, I have no intention of letting Dreamland become another White Street.
Okay. Thanks for the honesty.
Excellent. Now then, shall we go somewhere private to finish our earlier conversation? And I imagine our mutual friends will want to report.
Fine. I've got to stop back home anyway. What Sophie said hangs over my thoughts like a storm cloud. There's something more to this red Aether, and Nellie's been mum on the details ever since Eli's parade. I think it's time I got some answers.
Alright. Guess it's time to head on back. Let's take another look at the...
Did you break something?
Show me what
No.
you've got.
We have a little bit of everything.
Take a look at what we got. It's a heavy weapon. Can't really use that with my setup. Can't use that. There's that. Large concealed compartment, but I don't really have the weight for that one. I'd need a bigger vehicle. I could probably slap it on Cress's. Don't see why not. Could also get some heavy armor for her. Shit, what's
Don't be
the
a
weight on
stranger.
hers? Let's see, weight of 12. Anybody's got a weight of 10. But I can't even afford that. Unless I want to sell something, and I could sell off the prisoner transport, but what if I need it? Storage 27, weight of 28, AP of 10. Weight of 31, storage 17. It would be an upgrade from the honeybee. Yeah, I got that Aether corruptor a while ago. No, not the prisoner transport. Flatbed. Do I want to get the Aether corruptor? 100% Aether damage. I don't rely all that heavily on the Aether beam. Ooh. But I could use it as a bribe. I'm not using this grappling hook. So I can sell that. It would have less storage, but that's only because I haven't put in anything else in it. Plus, it's working with a stock engine. Yeah, I think it's about time to get an upgrade for... First wheels. Purchase your first vehicle. Yes, I would like to change out the honeybee. As much as I would like to keep it... I mean, I am going to keep it. For the... new one. Honeybee. Gonna take all the parts off of it. And toss the stock engine in there. now, Amora. Take that. Medium armor on. That in there. Stabilize Aether. Improve pistol. And I can put in the undercarriage. Oh, right, and the repulsors. Okay. Get 19, and we still have 3 extra for anything else we want to put in there. Not only that, we have 18 AP to work with. Now, unfortunately, I am very low on cash. Sell off the stock engine. So I can't really buy anything else now. But I think I've got some stuff in storage I can make use of. Now here's the thing. We are probably going to end up in a fight on the way back. We got about 3.5 minutes left, but yeah, let's give it a shot. Infamy encounter.
As I round the corner, a murky haze
anonymous.
hangs in the air. Up ahead, there's a disabled vehicle hovering above the tarmac. A befuddled man in a soot-stained suit looks up from his perch over the open hood and flags me down.
Please, you've got to help me get off the road. If Mom's thugs find me blocking a public street, they'll impound the car. And I've already got an outstanding debt with the house. I'll never get it out.
I size the poor guy up as best I can. I check out his hands. No calluses on his knuckles. No concealed gun spoiling the line of his suit. He's just a schmuck who needs help.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way we're getting this one. Push his car off the road.
Out of the way. I'm going to push it clear. I put my car in gear and float slowly up to his front bumper. There is a thud, followed by a scrape as my bumper grinds against his. In just a few seconds, his car is at the side of the road. No worse than a bad parallel park.
Thanks, I guess.
Don't mention it. And you might want to find a new hobby before you get any deeper in the hole to Marm.
That was it? Okay. Alright, back to the hole. Alright. Before we report into the underground, let's hit up the garage and see if I can't put an undercarriage weapon on the... Unless... Can I just put this gun in? Oh, first things first, let's repair the car. Whoops. Nope, wrong one. No, I can't. Much as I wish I could. Alright, do I have anything in the stash? Huh. I guess not. Must have sold them all off.
Gia?
Pandemonium. Okay. I guess we'll ask her about that and then we'll end it off there because we are just about out of time.
Look, Cress. About what happened at Pandemonium.
If you're about to apologize, save it. I don't want to hear from you. Dreamland's never been kind to Aetherians. Only got worse after that damn fire.
Amateur sleuths and tabloids alike have thrown around answers to the Pandemonium fire like it's a game of pitchpenny. A vengeful Aetherian might have only been one of them, but it had still left a mark. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever heard you say anything positive about Dreamland.
That's because there's not much to say. Sure, they're not yanking up every able-bodied citizen for their war. Sure, they won't lock you up for having a bottle of booze. But they're cutthroats. Money's everything over there. They don't care who you have to step on to get it. So as long as you have enough scratch.
I'd like to believe they're not all that heartless. And last I checked, cutthroats is how the rest of the city describes the whole.
Don't say I didn't warn you. And try not to blow your wallet at one of their tables.
Noted.
Both hands on the wheel, yeah?
Alright. Well, guess we'll end it off there. We have hopefully earned her trust. We went a bit back and forth on her morale. And I'm hoping Winnie's got a better life ahead of her, but who knows. Anyways, with that, I'm going to end this episode off here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.